Hi guys, Luke here and welcome to another FIFA 19 player review, and today I'm going to be reviewing the second 86 rated in-form Inaki Williams. His card looks absolutely insane and he did cost me in the region of, well actually he did cost me exactly 100,000 coins to pick up this guy, and in the 4 games that I played him with he scored me 4 goals and got me 1 assist. And he does have a 3-star weak foot as well as 4-star skill moves. Moving along to his game stats, his main standard stats are going to be his 92 shot power, his 88 ball control, his 85 long shots, and finally his 97 sprint speed. And I also had the Maestro Chem star applied to this inform Inaki Williams. Now, interestingly enough, this actually isn't, despite this being his second inform, this actually isn't his highest rated card. He already does have an 88 rated foot carnival card. Now, I'm not too sure what the current price of that card is, but I'm guessing it's probably over 200,000 coins. But even so, this 86 card on the face of it looks absolutely fantastic. However, when you get into the in-game stats, there are 2 stats that do raise a lot of concern to me, that being his 59 balance and his 79 stamina, and we'll talk about those a little bit later on in the video. But let's focus on the pros first. His first one is going to be his pace. 94 acceleration and 97 sprint speed is absolutely fantastic, and in-game, when his stamina bar was full, he was causing havoc for the defense. Like the first half of the game and stuff like that, when his stamina bar was really high and stuff like that, he was fantastic. He was absolutely rapid. You know, he'd really run at the defense well. He'd break away from the opposition defense well. He was absolutely fantastic, and I couldn't fault his pace for the most part. I thought it was really good. There's no need to put a cam cell onto it either, because you'd be wasting a cam cell increasing his pace. But no, yeah, in game, pace-wise, absolutely fantastic. His second pro is going to be his finishing as well. 4 goals in 4 games. Now, his finishing stats aren't necessarily the greatest, but at the same time, you can't really relate to this guy or try to compare him to a prime icon moment just because of, you know, the simple price difference. Obviously, you would expect a prime icon moment card to be better than this Inaki Williams, so you can only really compare him with cards around his price and stuff like that. But 83 finishing and 82 positioning actually isn't great. That's not desirable for the stage of FIFA, but in game it felt a lot better than 83 finishing. Now, interestingly enough, with the Maestro Chem stat, a lot of his finishing stats are increased. His positioning goes to 97, his long shots go to 95, his shot power goes to 99. Long shots overall were pretty decent. I think he might have maybe got me 1 goal outside the box, but mainly most of his goals did come from inside the box from memory, and actually that 83 finishing feels a lot better than what it says it is, because for me 83 finishing is actually not great at this stage of FIFA on the face of it, but in game it felt a lot better, to be quite honest. So yeah, once ago, 4 goals in 4 games in Division 3 FUT Rivals is a fantastic return. In terms of cons, the only con I got to him is his stamina. 79 stamina, you know, it's obviously really bad, and obviously from like usually the 70th to 75th minute onwards, I would struggle with this guy. He'd be on red bar stamina. I'd feel like I was playing with 10 minutes instead of 11 and stuff like that. I was having to rely on Crespo to try and make all the pacey runs and to try and score the goals and stuff like that. And that's obviously not great for Division Rivals, but it's even more worrying if you're trying to play him in FUT Champs and you got a guy that, you know, is going to be too tired before the end of the 90 minutes, and you got to maybe even consider sometimes maybe trying to get a late goal to send to extra time, or maybe get a late goal to you know, win the match within the 90 minutes or something like that. You can definitely not take this guy into extra time because he will be just too dead, and you know, he struggles to last 90 minutes, which is a big shame. And despite his pace being great, it's a shame because of how bad his stamina is. You really do have to conserve how much you want to pace abuse with this guy throughout the whole game, so you do definitely have to conserve his stamina, and that is definitely quite annoying, and to be quite honest, puts me off the card. For me, you can't at this stage of FIFA, when you're coming up against so many good teams, you can't sit there and have a striker that's got 79 stamina. In my opinion, it puts me off the card completely, and based on that, I wouldn't recommend that you buy the card. I think there's just other more better strikers available in the game. Despite, you know, his card's fantastic to use, but that stamina just puts me off 100%. And also his 59 balance isn't great either. Having said that, it's actually not too bad because there's all of his other dribbling stats are insane. His agility goes to 92 with the Maestro Chem stat. His dribbling goes to 99. His ball control goes to 93. His reactions go up to 89. So actually, with all the rest of his dribbling stats being insane, like agility, dribbling, ball control and stuff like that, his 59 balance actually isn't that noticeable. So do not worry, balance is actually not that much of an issue. It's just that stamina, and based on that, I just can't recommend you buy this card. I just don't think he'd be good enough for your team on a consistent basis. And obviously with Team of the Season due to come up soon, there's going to be so many better cards from like La Liga and stuff like that are going to be released, and you can't have a guy with 79 stamina leading the line. I personally wouldn't have it, and I think it would be common sense for you guys not to do the same thing as well. But overall, if it wasn't for his stamina, I actually think it's a really good card to go for. It's just that the stamina ruins the card in my opinion. But anyway guys, that is going to finish off this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.